Welcome to 2026. December 2025 was very busy, so I've delayed my YouTube videos to 2026. This will be my second 2026 video, and it will be a marathon of the Amazon Trio videos I have uploaded on YouTube from spring to late summer of 2025. Part 1 of my Amazon Trio series focused on Fisheye, which I released on April Fool's Day to celebrate hitting 4,000 subscribers. If I remember right, I reached that milestone just before turning 34 years old. Sadly, my last living grandmother passed away 1 week before Thanksgiving 2024, not living to match the last 2 digits of my birth year. As for Fisheye, his identity crisis stemmed from embodying femininity so completely, combined with the ban on feminine-looking men in children's shows. I only added the Viz dub voice clip because Farel already covered Fisheye's Cloverway voice, and he was female in that dub. Despite Fisheye being a female-looking character, Fisheye is actually a guy. I want to respect Fisheye as a male character, so I chose the Viz dub voice. What I intended to do for the video was a different intro showing the footage from the original Farel Talks About Fisheye video, my reaction to Farel Talks About Fisheye video, and Viz footage of the Amazon Trio. Enjoy! Before Gobble Boy's 20th birthday, Farel had done a Fisheye video akin to DJ Cloud's Ranma 1/2 character profiles. However, the clips came from the Cloverway dub. That's because the Viz Media dub of Sailor Moon Super S was not available at that time. 13 years later, Gobble Boy reacted to that video and still would prefer the Viz dub version of Tiger's Eye and Fisheye. For this version, he'll be using clips only from the Viz Media dub of Sailor Moon Super S. I hope you enjoy Colorful Boy's April Fool's video, where he will be talking about Fisheye, the biggest all-time gender-confused Sailor Moon character. Enjoy! Sailor Moon is considered a so weird it's good anime. It was brutally censored because it had a lot of concepts that looked outlandish for children. One of my favorite arcs is the Dead Moon Circus. It may be weird having circus-themed villains trying to take over the world, so it's not surprising that this arc doesn't get much slack compared to the others. However, there's an Amazon group that I like. Of course, there's the Amazonas Quartet, which has 4 girls, all of them female of course, but there's an Amazon group that I like the most. It features a trio that is like the one from the Pokemon anime that has all male characters. 3 of them to be exact.
Amazon Trio, are you present?
Tiger's Eye, present.
Fish's Eye, present.
Hawk's Eye, present.
You summoned us, Madam Zirconia?
Ah yes, the Amazon Trio. They are the 3 animal servants that have become human by Zirconia's magic. They intend to catch Pegasus inside mirrors of people with beautiful dreams. Why do I consider them beloved? First off, they are adults who make very formidable foes. Second off, they are 3 handsome men who wear goofy and silly looking clothes. Third off, they have a very silly and comical personality in the Viz Media dub. And finally, they have an awesome jazzy theme song. That jazzy sounding theme song sounds very appropriate for the Amazon Trio. It's true that they are the servants of darkness, but even bad guys can have an awesome sounding theme song. Apparently, the Amazon Trio love that theme song. You'll hear that song when they're at their bar. They love that song so much, it has been brought back outside of their bar in a special beach episode.
Stop worrying. I know what I'm doing. She can't be that hard to seduce. I just have to find her weak spot. Every woman's got one.
And the pitch. Huh? Correct deep to left field, and this ball is...
Turn it back! I was listening to that!
Yeah, well, who cares? It's my radio, and I listen to what I want. You got that?
I won't be wearing my golfer costume this time. Instead, I'll be talking about the best boy Sailor Moon character, Fisheye, as my normal male self. Now, before I continue talking about Fisheye, the character was renamed Fisheye in the Viz dub as a strict measure to make sure that Fisheye was male. However, I will call Fisheye by his original name. Although I didn't know him in the 2010s, I had a feeling that Fisheye was always a male character. I feel happy for people finding out that Fisheye was a guy. Besides, you don't see feminine-looking men that often. Anyways, let's talk about the most gender-confused member of the Amazon Trio, Fisheye. Ah yes, Fisheye. Even since the moment I laid my eyes on him, he was a very cute boy. Of course, even if he does have dragonfish-like looking hands, he smells like fish, which attracts cats. Even so, he's beautiful and has a lot of talent plus skills. Not to mention that he has a cute and elegant male voice.
Hey, Mr. Yamagishi, are you thinking about Kiriko?
No. I was thinking that I should probably apologize for putting you on the spot before.
Oh, that didn't bother me. But I feel bad for Kiriko. You know, Mr. Yamagishi, it seems like you don't know much about women. A woman really likes it when a man only has eyes for her. Know what I mean?
What?
I want you to see only me and show me your beautiful dreams. Will you do that? Please?
Now, I won't show the Zoisite scene because it's from an earlier dub, but you understand that Zoisite was the other man that suffered an identity crisis. I'm sorry many of you had to see Fisheye suffer an identity crisis. The truth is, many of you who watched Sailor Moon Super S back then were in a censored environment. Because many of you watched Sailor Moon Super S in a censored environment, it was no wonder why many of you forgot that Fisheye was a guy. Most of you got gender confused and misguided about Fisheye's identity. Let's face it, changing Fisheye to female only made him a feminine tomboy. Regardless of the times or societal norms, I will always accept Fisheye as a male. To me, Fisheye will always be male. A hyper-feminine man, but a man nonetheless. If you think Fisheye is female, think again! I'll show you that I am not gender confused thinking that Fisheye is a guy. In my opinion, Fisheye was much better as a male character. Of course, Japan made the character male in the first place. Unlike Tiger's Eye and Hawk's Eye, he goes for handsome men and all the lemurets he sends out are male too. Until the internet came around and later on his sacrifice, it was surprising to see Fisheye's true colors. I find it funnier to see Fisheye as a super feminine man. I have to admit, It's so funny seeing Fisheye dress, act, and sound like a girl. After all, feminine-looking boys just want to have fun. Celebrating April Fools with a bang, I wanted to talk about the old-time gender-confused Sailor Moon character. While his time to shine was short-lived in the manga, at least it's made up for in the 90s anime. We can all agree on one thing though. He has a very interesting fashion sense. He's a pretty gentleman, that's for sure. He's my favorite home fatale. In my opinion, Tiger's Eye and Fisheye's Viz Media dub voices were funnier than their Cloverway voices. One sounds like James and the other one is a man talking with a high-pitched voice. I love it so much! Even listening to them makes me laugh. It just adds to their comical and silly personality. Just watch and listen.
Then how about it, Fish's Eye? It's time you did some work around here.
No way. It's not my thing. Women just don't do it for me.
All right. So, just what is your thing anyway? The strong, handsome big brother type like me, is that it?
You have got to be kidding! What would I want with a leotard-wearing airhead like you?
Okay,
You would never
okay,
be my
don't get
thing.
your
You got
knickers
it?
in a
Never.
twist.
Not to mention,
What's wrong with these pants?
Everything.
Stop it, you two!
Huh?
Please stop. I can't stand you fighting over me. I can't.
Huh?
I never wanted to come between you.
Are you kidding? Here's a hot news flash. We're not fighting over you.
You're not?
Fisheye may be a home fatale, but he's not what you consider a womanizer. After all, most of his targets are men, most of them heterosexual, of course. I'm sure that there was one episode where the Amazon trio teamed up to deal with Mr. Magic Hero. That's one of Fisheye's memorable moments, but there are also other memorable moments I like with him. Like in episode 13 of Sailor Moon Super S, where Fisheye goes after a fashion designer named Yoshiki Usui. Of course, he already knows that Fisheye is a guy. Or in episode 21 of Sailor Moon Super S, where Fisheye goes after Mamoru. Yes, it's hard to believe it, but our main male hero is being seduced by a hyper-feminine man. Like the Team Rocket trio after them, the Amazon trio had a way of capturing Pegasus. While Hawkeye's cage did not work out, and Tiger's Eye's demon summon also didn't work out, Fisheye's plan to catch Pegasus worked out. Or just about. He had Mawashi Taro make a force field that stopped Pegasus and the Sailor Guardians from teaming up with Sailor Moon and Chibi Moon. That made the girls hopeless against Fisheye. Fisheye is one beauty king you don't want to underestimate. Unfortunately, Fisheye's knife-throwing skills are pathetic.
Once I get Sailor Moon out of the way, I can deal with the others. They're a bunch of pipsqueaks. Game over! Well, now that I'm warmed up, take that! That! This one! This over here! What the heck is going on?
Here's the rapier! But then his plan fails before he gets to use it. Oh man, talk about wasted potential. For a dude who looks like a lady, I will admit that I was so smitten by Fisheye's feminine-looking appearance that my legs just gave way. Being an overly feminine male, I have to consider him a beauty king because he's so flamboyant and takes no shame in dressing in a feminine way. April Fool's Day was an appropriate day to talk about Fisheye and celebrate 4,000 subscribers at the same time. Deep down, Fisheye just wanted to be accepted for who he is. His flamboyant personality and playful demeanor brings a light-hearted energy, making him fun to watch. I really don't blame him embracing his feminine side. After all, feminine-looking boys just want to have fun, and I love him for that. Fortunately for you guys, I have never forgotten that Fisheye was a guy.
Even if the 90s was a censored environment, I have always believed that Fisheye was a guy. I hope you enjoyed my 4,000 subscribers video where I talk about Fisheye, the most gender-confused character in Sailor Moon history. Until next time, this is Garble Boy signing off. Thanks for watching!
What's wrong? Why you blushing, Tiger's Eye?
Huh? Well, so are you.
I wonder if this color's a little intense for a fairy. No way. I think it's perfect.
Say, Hawkseye, do you like fish sticks? Yeah? Do you like putting fish sticks in your mouth? Yeah? So, what are you, Hawkseye? A gay fish?
Did somebody say...
A gay fish? Right.
The changes I had planned were what if I had done if I gone back into the YouTube partnership program last year. Apparently, God didn't want me in it because there was a money program he thought was more suitable for me. I'm fine with never returning to the YouTube partnership program. I should also mention that most of the Sailor Moon characters had a long run with Studiopolis when it came to voice actors, with the only exception being Usagi Tsukino. The only Japanese voice actress who stayed on for both the 90s anime and Crystal was Kotono Mitsuishi. Kotono Mitsuishi was the longest running Sailor Moon voice actress. Unlike all the other characters in Sailor Moon Crystal, Usagi's Japanese voice never changed. With that said, it's time to move on to Hawkseye. Part 2 of my Amazon Trio series focused on Hawkseye, with Mother's Day chosen as the occasion due to him targeting older women. I included a recap of Fisheye, noting some details I had omitted in Part 1. Hawkseye was the only character in the Cloverway and Viz dubs left unchanged, aside from a different voice actor. The editors were unsure how to adapt him for a kid-friendly version, so unlike the other two, he remained the same. Outside of my own mother, I didn't have good luck with mother figures. In 2017, I lost 2 grandmothers and an aunt. Less than 7 years later, Patty Lakovic passed away on her 62nd birthday. In 2024, my last surviving grandmother died at the age of 90, just a week before Thanksgiving. I conclude that video with a tribute honoring the mother figures who have inspired my life. For this cutting room floor version, I will also show the differences between the Cloverway and Viz dub voices of Hawkseye. Enjoy my Hawkseye video.
Sailor Moon is considered a so weird it's good anime. It was brutally censored because it had a lot of concepts that looked outlandish for children. One of my favorite arcs is the Dead Moon Circus. It may be weird having circus-themed villains trying to take over the world, so it's not surprising that this arc doesn't get much slack compared to the others. However, there's an Amazon group that I like. Of course, there's the Amazonas Quartet, which has 4 girls, all of them female of course, but there's an Amazon group that I like the most. It features a trio that is like the one from the Pokemon anime that has all male characters. 3 of them to be exact.
Amazon Trio, are you present?
Tiger's Eye, present.
Fish's Eye, present.
Hawk's Eye, present. You summoned us, Madam Zirconia?
Ah yes, the Amazon Trio. They are the 3 animal servants that have become human by Zirconia's magic. They intend to catch Pegasus inside mirrors of people with beautiful dreams. Why do I consider them beloved? First off, they are adults who make very formidable foes. Second off, they are 3 handsome men who wear goofy and silly looking clothes. Third off, they have a very silly and comical personality in the Viz Media dub. And finally, they have an awesome jazzy theme song. That jazzy sounding theme song sounds very appropriate for the Amazon Trio. It's true that they are the servants of darkness, but even bad guys can have an awesome sounding theme song. Apparently, the Amazon Trio love that theme song. You'll hear that song when they're at their bar. They love that song so much, it has been brought back outside of their bar in a special beach episode.
Stop worrying. I know what I'm doing. She can't be that hard to seduce. I just have to find her weak spot. Every woman's got one.
And the pitch. Correct deep to left field, and this ball is...
Turn it back! I was listening to that!
Yeah, well, who cares? It's my radio and I listen to what I want. You got that?
Previously on my Amazon Trio series, I talked about Fisheye and did that on April Fool's Day. The reason why is because Fisheye was known to suffer an identity crisis. Many countries that were censored environments was where adults didn't care, getting away with the misconception of Fisheye being female. The misconception was done intentionally because many of the adults at the time considered a lot of the original content outlandish for younger audiences. Luckily for you guys, I have never forgotten that Fisheye was a guy. Moving on from the past, I'm going to dismiss female Fisheye as nothing more than a feminine tomboy and not care if people grew up with Fisheye as a female character. Whenever most countries liked it or not, Naoko Takeuchi was right all along to make Fisheye a man. Fisheye was no feminine tomboy, that's for sure. He was a fun character to talk about. I forgot to mention that he summoned 6 Lemures, one more than Hawkeye, and the names are Sunawataro, Gomumario, Mawashitaro, Kurubi Wario, Shuffle Furuo, and Tobi Hanaru. The only female target he went for was Makoto Kino. His final moment before being reborn was helping Sailor Moon defeat Mr. Magic Beaver. With all that, you should be very familiar with Fisheye. Hi everyone, God of War Boy here. This time I'm wearing my God of War costume. However, my on-screen camera appearances will be restricted. This is because there was almost nothing changed with Hawkeye between the Cloverway and Viz Media dubs. This is part 2 of my Amazon Trio character series. As this is Mother's Day, it was time to talk about Hawkeye. Hawkeye. He may be the least likable of the Amazon Trio, but I find some things interesting about him. He was the only character to have remained the same in the Cloverway and Viz Media. Unlike Tiger's Eye, he goes after older women. The 2 exceptions are Minako and Usagi.
He attacks his enemies by blowing streams of fire using a small torch. While Fisheye teleports using a water hoop, Hawkseye does the same with a hoop of brown feathers. He was smart enough to fend off the moon spiral heart attack. I can't forget about that awesome Luigi-like voice he has in the Viz Media dub.
You don't look familiar.
Mama!
Huh? What?
Huh? At last! I found you!
I'm sorry. Did you say Mama?
Please, pretend I didn't. It's just that you remind me so much of the woman I'm looking for.
Can we help? Who is she?
I've only got this one old picture. But I'm sure someone will recognize her. My long-lost mother.
Wow, she looks just like you, Mama.
I've been traveling the world for years. When I saw your face, I was sure my search was over, that I'd found her at last.
And you got lemons instead.
Would you mind terribly if I asked you what her name is?
Ikuko. Ikuko Kazuko Debravaki.
Where does she come from?
I don't know.
I'm very sorry, but I'm definitely not your mother.
Don't be sorry. How silly of me to think of you, once so young as my mom.
Mommy!
What?
Mommy!
I'm sorry?
Oh, please, forgive me. You just look so much like my long-lost mother that for a moment I thought...
Your mother? You lost her?
I have one picture of her taken a long time ago. Where is it? Oh, here it is. It's the only image of my mother that I have. I thought I'd finally found a ray of hope. After all the years and the thousands of miles I've traveled searching for Mommy.
Poor guy.
Oh, dear. If you don't mind my asking, what was your mother's name?
Ikuko. Ikuko Nikolovich Blavatsky.
Definitely a different person.
Yes, I'm sorry, but you have the wrong woman.
I see that now. How could I have thought that someone as young and beautiful as you could have been her?
The Lemures Hawkseye summons are all female, and they are Dokanko, Buranko, Jitanko, Atobiko, and Elefanko. The mother figures throughout Hawkeye's run are Ikuko Tsukino, Natsumi Ichinose, Morino, Fuyumi Akiyama, Mayako, and Princess Rubina. I added Princess Rubina in this video because she's a fictionalized version of Princess Diana. Before we end this video, here are a few of my favorite moments with Hawkseye. In his first anime appearance, he talks about going after adult females. The majority of his targets are motherly figures. Fisheye goes after kid to adult males, while Tigerseye goes after younger females. In episode 3 of Super S, the episode where he goes after Ikuko Tsukino, he blocked Sailor Moon's moon spiral heart attack, which meant that Usagi had to power up to Super Sailor Moon to defeat him. In episode 11 of Sailor Moon Super S, he teams up with Tigerseye going after Minako Aino to see which man deserves her attention. Their rivalry was very funny, that's for sure. In his final anime appearance, after knowing the truth of their existence, he sacrificed himself to save Fisheye, showing how important that with friendship, you can achieve more. That's it for Hawkseye. I've shown some of the skills and tactics of Hawkseye in my previous episode. The reason why I chose to talk about Hawkseye on Mother's Day is because of the fact that
the majority of Hawkeye's targets are older women. Coming up next is Tiger's Eye. You may have missed him on Easter, so I will make up for it during the summer. I have completed my Naranja Academy summer uniform. Hopefully you will get to see me wearing. Until next time, this is Godful Boy signing off. God bless you all and have a happy Mother's Day. While it's unfortunate that Fisheye had an identity crisis in his first English dub appearance, I'm glad Hawkeye remained unchanged. His Viz dub voice sounds almost identical to his Cloverway voice. I have to admit, Michael Yurchak seemed to have a passion for voicing bird-themed characters, especially Jet the Hawk. At the end of my Fisheye video, I voiced Hawkeye myself. Unlike the other English voices for the character, I aimed to sound like Luigi from the Super Mario games portraying Hawkeye. With Hawkeye finished, it's time to move on to Tiger's Eye. Part 3 of my Amazon Trio series focused on Tiger's Eye. Since it was the series finale, I also discussed the Amazon Trio's redemption arc. Unlike the Labor Day video I made last year, this one includes the Cloverway dub clip of Tiger's Eye to compare the two English voices of that character. I talked about Tiger's Eye in full on Labor Day to make up for what I couldn't do on Easter. That was my last video recorded from my Dell XPS 9500 laptop. In the Cloverway dub, Tiger's Eye got masculinized with a tough guy male voice because androgynous, queer, and girly men were not allowed in children's shows unlike now. As Tiger's Eye reminded me of James from Team Rocket, I'd prefer the Viz dub voice over the Cloverway voice. In fact, I'd prefer the Viz dub voice over the Japanese original as well. Anyways, here's the finale of my Amazon Trio 3-part series. Enjoy! Thanks for your patience. I know many of you were looking forward to my Tiger's Eye profile video on Easter. I have intended to do it on that day anyway. As it would seem, life would have it. Plans shifted, but here we are, right into Labor Day. By this time, people are coming back to school. I promise it was worth the wait. it's now Tiger's Eye's time to shine. And he's the guy I'll be talking about for this video. Later on in the video, I will also be talking about the redemption arc of the Amazon Trio. Enjoy!
Amazon Trio, are you present?
Tiger's Eye, present.
Fish's Eye, present.
Hawk's Eye, present.
You summoned us, Madam Zirconia?
I did.
Sailor Moon Super S featured a villainous group I like called the Amazon Trio. It features Tiger's Eye, Hawk's Eye, and Fisheye. They act akin to the Team Rocket Trio from the Pokemon anime, but has the entire group as men. They are 3 animal servants transformed into humans by Zirconia's magic, tasked with capturing Pegasus inside the mirrors of people with beautiful dreams. Why do I find them so beloved? First, they are adults who make incredibly formidable foes. Second, they are 3 handsome men who wear goofy and silly outfits. Third, their personalities in the Viz dub are hilariously comical. And finally, they have an amazing jazzy theme song that fits them perfectly. Though they are the servants of darkness, even villains can have an awesome theme song. The Amazon Trio apparently loved their theme song so much that it plays in their bar and even made a reappearance outside of it in the special beach episode.
Stop worrying. I know what I'm doing. She can't be that hard to seduce. I just have to find her weak spot. Every woman's got one.
And the pitch.
Huh?
Correct deep to left field, and this ball is...
Turn it back! I was listening to that!
Yeah, well, who cares? It's my radio and I listen to what I want. You got that?
April Fool's Day was the most appropriate day to talk about Fisheye. Back then, Fisheye suffered an identity crisis in many countries because many industries at the time got away with the lie of queer people and gender non-confirming characters being inappropriate for children's shows. Luckily, many millennials, including me, moved on from the past and accepted Fisheye as a male character. For the sake of younger audiences, I will explain why Fisheye had an identity crisis. I'm not blaming Fisheye's female-looking appearance for this. Outside of Makoto Kino, his targets were men, and the names are Mr. Kitakata, Yoshiki Usui, Robert, Yamagishi, and Mamoru. He dressed in a way not associated with men. Fairy disguise? Check. Casual woman disguise? Check. Fisheye wearing a tutu and ballerina disguise? Check. Fisheye disguised as Nanami Uekawa? Check. Fisheye in a pink skirt? Check. Fortunately, it was the internet and learning that Fisheye having a flat chest that many people realized Fisheye was not a feminine tomboy after all. Naoko Takeuchi was right all along, making Fisheye a male character. On Mother's Day, I talked about Hawk's Eye. His targets were females, with the majority of them being mother figures. Hawk's Eye didn't get changed much outside of his voice. He was my least favorite of the bunch because his attire looked more inappropriate, unlike the other two.
I'm very impressed that his Viz Media dub voice sounded a lot like Luigi from the Super Mario video games. Sorry that the one Tiger's Eye video didn't make Easter, but I'm glad to talk about it now. Summer is ending soon, so it's time to talk about the leader of the Amazon trio, Tiger's Eye. There's going to be a lot more to talk about, so you're very likely to see more camera time with me. Fisheye wasn't the only character that has gotten a dramatic change in his first English appearance, but Tiger's Eye too. Fortunately for Tiger's Eye, he kept his gender. However, he was made to look manly and have little to no feminine traits in the Cloverway dub. Luckily, the Viz Media dub made Tiger's Eye return to his funny, androgynous male self. For today's Labor Day special, we'll be dealing with the Sailor Moon character, Tiger's Eye.
I'm Tiger's Eye. I may not be Cloverway's favorite of the Amazon trio. He knows that I'm just as goofy, silly, and androgynous as Fisheye. He grew up watching the Pokemon anime, so he knew that my Japanese voice and design would inspire James from Team Rocket. He also watched the Cloverway dub of Super S as a kid. He liked my Viz Media portrayal better. To be honest, it makes me comical and silly. He preferred my Viz Media voice over my Cloverway voice because it's not so mean-spirited and overly masculine. Not to mention it makes me very silly considering that I'm a comic relief character, which makes me enjoyable to watch. In my opinion, I prefer being voiced by John Aaron Bentley. Just watch and listen.
Oh no! Oh! Ah! Ew.
Hey, how you doing?
Where did you come from? Are you some kind of dolphin trainer?
No, what do you think? I just rented this one for the day? Of course I am.
Who cares? You don't have to be rude about it. Maybe he should be teaching you manners.
Shut your yap, kid.
I'm not a kid!
If you won't shut it, I'll shut it for you, little twit. Now it's just the two of us. Huh?
What's that?
Well, we meet again.
Yes, I guess we do.
Is that some kind of tame shark?
No! He's a dolphin. He's come to help me apologize for earlier.
Yeah, you already apologized enough. Now I think you're just being annoying.
Zip it, kid, or I'm gonna...
I'm not a kid!
Okay, that does it. I'm tired of you getting in the way.
Chico!
Now at last we're alone.
I've summoned 11 Lahamoras, many of them female, of course, and they are Kawakuiko, Kyoku Batanko, Otetamanko, Puko, Kika Rumiko, Tenko, Ebihanapiko, Misukeko, Ayatoriko, Bakanko, and Ponko. I also
also targeted women, many of them school-aged females, of course. And they are Unazuki Furuhata, Reiki Nishimura, Naru Osaka, Saori, Sister Maria, Tomoko, Marino, Reihino, Miharu Akiyama, Minako Aino, and Abe Mitsuno.
Now I will talk about the redemption arc of the Amazon Trio. The Amazon Trio, 3 animals transformed into humans by Zirconia's magic, turned out to be pawns to Queen Nehelenia's attempt for world domination. Seduced by dreams of beauty and fame, Tiger's Eye, Hawk's Eye, and Fisheye hunted the dreams of innocent people, believing that fulfillment lay in conquest, not connection. But behind their flamboyant charm, each harbored loneliness. Fisheye, in particular, began to question the cruelty of their mission, sensing that love and dignity were not meant to be stolen. He learned that after finding out that Mamoru was Usagi's love life. As it turns out, Pegasus was hiding in Chibiusa's dream. Their attempts to defeat Mr. Magic Hero were up to no avail, so Tiger's Eye and Fisheye have decided to help Usagi and Chibiusa defeat the evil clown by sacrificing themselves as an act to protect rather than prey. After Mr. Magic Hero is defeated, Usagi thanks Fisheye for saving her life, and Fisheye knew that he could have been just like her had he met her under different circumstances. Moved by their change of heart, Pegasus granted them true human lives, not as tools of darkness, but as beings capable of love, growth, and freedom. Once pawns of darkness, the Amazon Trio became symbols of transformation. Their story reminds us, even those born in distortion can choose dignity and be reborn in truth. That's a wrap on Tiger's Eye, and with that, the end of the Amazon Trio series. I thank you all for coming along on this magical ride. Whether you've been here from the very beginning or just stumbled upon the series, your comments, your support, and your excitement meant so much to me. I hope you enjoyed my Amazon Trio series. I chose April Fool's Day for Fisheye because he took his effeminacy without shame, and that caused problems for censored environments who didn't like the idea of feminine-looking men existing in children's shows. I chose Mother's Day for Hawk's Eye mainly because his targets were older women, and the majority of them were mother figures anyway. I chose Labor Day for Tiger's Eye because the people he went after were younger women. Most of them school-aged, obviously. It was fun talking about the comic relief Sailor Moon trio you all know and remember. We may miss them, but their spirit will live on. Fisheye was my favorite of the Amazon Trio. Until next time, this is Gobble Boy signing off. God bless you all, and have a great Labor Day. And for you people going back to school, have a blessed new school year. When hearing James in the English dub of the Pokemon anime, I did not expect him to sound like the Japanese original voice of Tiger's Eye. Even the Viz dub voice of Tiger's Eye reminded me of James, and that's why I prefer the Viz Media dub voice over the Cloverway voice. The problem is that Tiger's Eye got masculinized in the Cloverway dub, and that only made him worse. What happened, you ask? Masculinizing Tiger's Eye made him a bully, predator, and a psychopath akin to Elliot Rodger. As much as I hate saying the name Elliot Rodger, it's pretty much what Tiger's Eye acted and sounded like in the Cloverway adaptation of Sailor Moon Super S. I want to show the two different English voices of Tiger's Eye to get my point across. Well, that's it for my Amazon Trio Marathon. I hope you liked my cutting room edition of my Amazon Trio videos. There was content that I wanted to add in my earlier videos, but I'm glad I'm taking care of them now. I'm glad Tiger's Eye, Fisheye, and Hawk's Eye got a longer run in the Sailor Moon Super S anime. Until next time, this is Garvor Boy signing off. God bless you all and have a blessed 2026.